certainly a smart business move by Ari Emanuel and Endeavor. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, to be in the position to do that, you're going to be an extremely uber successful person to own the UFC and the WWE at the same time. But I think together, I think I saw something worth $21.5 billion combined, which is just insane.
Did you watch WrestleMania at all? I'm assuming you didn't.
Nah.
This is crazy stuff, but I think look, I give Izzy all the credit in the world, man. Coming back, I mean, you know, he's lost 3 times to the guy, won in MMA, twice in kickboxing. I think he should have taken a little more time off. You know, I think it's hard to come back that short of time, because it wasn't like he didn't take any damage. This guy hits like a freight train, man. So what was the fight, 4 months ago? Maybe something like that.
November.
Yeah, so that's a pretty quick turnaround. But, you know, remember in the first fight he had, you know, Alex rocked in the first round too. So I don't know, man. It's like whoever gets there first is going to win. But I think it's hard. We saw it with Usman and Leon Edwards. It's not easy to come back and win those fights. So I'm going to have to go with Alex on this one. And he certainly has the power. He looks like a complete monster. He looks like he's dialed in constantly, but he's a scary dude.
Right about that. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I mean, if Izzy doesn't, it's so risky to stand up with him because his power it's beyond normal power. You know, I mean, that guy's got bricks in his hand, and that's a great quality to have. Obviously, the wrestling looked horrendous with the jiu-jitsu, so I think it's easier to try to tighten that up in 4 months than it is to get your chin back to normal. So I don't know. It's a risky move, but we'll see. I think Alex takes it again. I think he's got this guy's number, and sometimes that's all it takes.
You can watch Alex Pereira fight Israel Adesanya this Saturday by clicking the link in the description and ordering UFC 287 pay-per-view, which will be available on ESPN+.
Hi guys, the time has come. I have my first title defense on Saturday in Miami and guest Israel Adesanya. Don't miss it. And get your pay-per-view for UFC 287. I will promise you a hell of a fight. Chama.
Normally, I would be like, man, is that almost a toss-up? I mean, these guys are both straight killers, man. They are well-rounded, you know.
Yep.
And I'd be like, I have a harder time picking a winner, but I don't, and this is the reason why. Motivation. I'm looking at a guy like Gilbert Burns, and I'm seeing everything done right. From what I just watched on Embedded with him training, everything he's saying, that if he wins this, it should put him in fashion. It should put him in line for a title shot, or you know. So it's like you're hearing everything and you're seeing everything right. And then I'm looking at Jorge Masvidal. Not only that court stuff with Kobe. I don't know when he was on Rogan, but it couldn't have been. It has to be probably within a month ago. I don't know. He was on there so recently. He just put on Game Bred Fighting. He's promoting. And then I hear that he's saying that, I took a picture of it. This could be my last one. If I lose, I'm pretty much calling it quits.
This could be the last one. If I lose, I'm pretty much calling it quits.
That's a quote by him. So it's like, don't get me wrong. That guy could come off the couch and be
sure
guy. So I don't know. I'm not hearing I take out him in brutal fashion, then I'll be up for a title, I'll be this. No, I'm seeing a guy that's promoting fights, jumping on the Joe Rogan show, and talking about maybe his last one. Are you picking up, Jimmy, what I am putting down?
Yeah, but I don't know. You know what, Matt? That could literally be I do agree with you about Burns. I think Burns is going to win the fight.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Here, Masvidal, I didn't listen. I heard a lot. I heard some of him and Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan's podcast. And, 1 second you're hearing quotes of him saying this might be his last one if it doesn't go right. And then you're hearing him on Rogan say, I'm not leaving MMA without doing some extreme damage to, I'm paraphrasing, to Colby. I'm going to get him in the cage and murder him legally and yada, yada. So, I don't know, man. What's going on with this guy? I'm just saying I feel that Gilbert Burns is channeled in.
People were like, Jess, how's retired life? What are you doing? And I was just like, well, today I've been bitching about customer service on every social media platform. And I just argued with a lady about which kind of vacuum is better at Bed Bath & Beyond, Shark or Dyson. The thrill.
Assim que o Israel entrou pro UFC, é claro que eu fiquei de olho, porque eu já tinha o interesse, né, de lutar MMA. Aquele vídeo que postaram, né, uma entrevista que o Israel Adesanya fez, me motivou muito, né.
That my first and only ever knockout loss, and then my only back-to-back loss as well. So for me, it was a lot of learning. But I'm glad it happened because I wouldn't be here where it was. And even the same guy now he watches all my fights, and every time I fight, like clockwork, he'll try and put something out like, I beat this guy. But I've never ever watched any of his fights, ever. So at the end of the day, no one knows who the he is. And he's gonna be that guy when I'm world champion, when I'm a legend. He's gonna be at some pub, talking shit about, I beat that guy one time, trying to get a dick sucked from a crack whore or some shit.
Desafiado. E quando eu sou desafiado, ninguém me segura. Eu queria novos desafios e era o UFC. Bom, aquele vídeo que postaram, né, uma entrevista que o Israel Adesanya fez, me motivou muito, né?
At the end of the day, no one knows who the he is, and he's gonna be that guy when I'm world champion, when I'm a legend. He's gonna be at some pub, talking shit about, I beat that guy one time.